Before his tragic fall, Lucifer was a magnificent and highly esteemed angel, created by God to serve in the celestial realm. The Bible offers a glimpse into his original splendor, describing him as the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Lucifer's name, derived from the Latin words lux, meaning light, and ferre, meaning to carry, symbolized his role as a bearer of divine illumination. As one of the cherubim, he held a position of great honor, covering the very throne of God with his presence. His beauty was unparalleled, adorned with precious stones that reflected the radiance of his Creator. In the hierarchy of heavenly beings, Lucifer belonged to the highest order of angels, known as the seraphim. These six-winged celestial creatures were endowed with extraordinary wisdom and power, tasked with guarding the throne of God and proclaiming his holiness. Lucifer's elevated status and close proximity to the divine presence made his eventual downfall all the more tragic and shocking. Despite the privilege and honor bestowed upon him, Lucifer's heart gradually succumbed to the allure of pride and ambition. The Bible reveals that his beauty became a source of vanity, leading him to corrupt the wisdom he possessed. Some biblical scholars suggest that Lucifer's downfall began when he aspired to ascend above the throne of God, seeking to be worshipped as divine himself. This desire is echoed in the words attributed to Lucifer by the prophet Isaiah. "You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the Mount of Assembly, on the utmost heights of Mount Zaphon." Lucifer's ambition to elevate himself above his Creator and his fellow angels marked the beginning of his rebellion. He became enamored with his own beauty and power, believing that he deserved the same adoration and worship that belonged to God alone. This prideful attitude stood in direct opposition to the very nature of God, who alone is worthy of all praise and glory. Lucifer's rebellious intentions did not go unnoticed in the heavenly realm. His actions sparked a cosmic battle that would shape the course of history. The book of Revelation provides a vivid account of this ancient conflict, stating, "Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. Michael, the archangel, a name meaning 'who is like God,' led the charge against Lucifer and his rebellious followers. This epic clash between good and evil, between loyalty and betrayal, shook the foundations of heaven itself. The angels who remained faithful to God, led by Michael, engaged in a fierce spiritual battle against Lucifer and his allies. The stakes were high, as the fate of the celestial realm hung in the balance. The conflict was not merely a physical confrontation, but a battle of wills, a struggle between the forces of light and the forces of darkness. As the heavenly war raged on, the outcome became clear. Lucifer and his rebellious angels were no match for the power and authority of God. The Bible records the decisive moment, stating, "The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him." This expulsion from the divine presence marked Lucifer's transformation from a heavenly being to the adversary known as Satan. The fall of Lucifer was a devastating event that reverberated throughout the celestial realm. The once brilliant angel, full of wisdom and beauty, was cast out of heaven, forever separated from the presence of God. Along with him, a third of the angels who had joined his rebellion were also banished. This massive exodus from heaven left an indelible mark on the spiritual landscape, as the forces of evil were now loose upon the earth. Following his expulsion from heaven, Satan set his sights on God's most precious creation, humanity. In the idyllic Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve lived in perfect harmony with their Creator, Satan saw an opportunity to strike a blow against God. Taking the form of a serpent, a creature known for its cunning and deception, Satan approached Eve with a temptation that would alter the course of human history. The Bible recounts the fateful encounter in Genesis 3, verse 1-6. Satan, disguised as the serpent, questioned Eve about God's command not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. With subtle lies and half-truths, he sowed seeds of doubt in Eve's mind, implying that God was withholding something good from them. Satan's words, "You will not certainly die," directly contradicted God's warning and painted him as a restrictive and untrustworthy ruler. Enticed by the prospect of becoming like God and gaining knowledge, Eve succumbed to the temptation and ate from the forbidden tree. She then shared the fruit with Adam, who also partook of it. This act of disobedience against God's clear command had far-reaching consequences. Sin entered the world, and with it, death, pain, and separation from God. The perfect relationship between humanity and their Creator was severed, and the effects of this fall have echoed throughout history. Since his rebellion and expulsion from heaven, Satan has been relentless in his opposition to God and his purposes. The Bible portrays him as a cunning adversary, constantly seeking to deceive, tempt, and lead humanity astray. In the New Testament, Jesus refers to Satan as the father of lies, highlighting his deceptive nature and his desire to keep people from the truth. Throughout history, Satan has employed various tactics to undermine God's plans and exploit human weaknesses. He is described as a roaring lion, prowling around and seeking someone to devour. This vivid imagery underscores the danger and intensity of the spiritual battle that believers face. Satan's ultimate goal is to separate individuals from God and lead them down a path of destruction. However, the Bible also provides hope and assurance in the face of Satan's attacks. It reminds us that God has equipped believers with spiritual armor to withstand the schemes of the devil. Through prayer, faith, and the power of the Holy Spirit, Christians can resist temptation and stand firm in their devotion to God. The story of Lucifer's fall serves as a sobering reminder of the consequences of pride and rebellion, urging us to remain vigilant and steadfast in our faith. While Satan may appear to have significant influence and power in the present age, the Bible assures us of his ultimate defeat. The book of Revelation provides a glimpse into the future, foretelling a time when Satan will face his final judgment. In a climactic battle, Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, will triumph over Satan and his forces of evil. Revelation 20:10 describes this ultimate defeat, stating, "And the devil who deceived them was thrown into the lake of burning sulfur, where the beast and the false prophet had been thrown. They will be tormented day and night, forever and ever." This powerful image signifies the complete and eternal victory of God over the powers of darkness. Satan's reign of deception and destruction will come to an end, and he will face the consequences of his rebellion against the Almighty. In a world where the forces of darkness often seem to prevail, the ultimate defeat of Satan offers hope and assurance to those who place their trust in God. We can face the struggles and temptations of life with confidence, knowing that the victory has already been won.